Mo, and welcome to my new series of transforming my wardrobe. I went fabric shopping in my own closet, and for my first project, I like to call it the hoodie mashup. So let's get straight into the video. What's more creative than making hoodies from other hoodies? Okay. I'm gonna pop in with a little mini-me here to do a little voiceover action, because if you had to listen to it in real time, that would take a very long time. About 90 minutes, I'd say. I know that for a fact because I just edited the video. So, yeah. We're going to do a little reaction style. After long, careful deliberation of what I was going to make, I decided the hoodie was the most appropriate item to make, given that it's coming on summer. I mean, what perfect summer item than a hoodie? Am I right? I mean, and if I'm not, Speaking of long and careful deliberation, that is a complete lie, and I did not plan at all for this project. Now, I usually jump into it pretty quickly, but this one I just dove straight in, like no thought whatsoever. I opened up my closet of clothes I don't wear and thought, yeah, we're just gonna dump it all on the floor and come to a conclusion right here and now on the spot. And here's what I decided. I was initially going to it thinking that I was gonna do kind of a quilt of fabrics, because the whole plan behind this project is using stuff that I have and upcycling it. So I originally thought I was going to take quite a few different options, but I ended up deciding on this white one, the white jacket and the turquoise jacket. I don't know what it was. I was just going with the flow. The camera was rolling. I was put on the spot. I had to decide. Yeah, it was pressuring me. So these are the two jackets that won, I guess. And yeah, I just rolled with it. I like the white one because it has the cool little diamonds on it, and I definitely wanted to keep that within the design. So I kind of worked around the logos because, yeah, sorry, your girl cannot be representing another logo, especially pink. I mean, I think it used to be cool when I was in middle school, which is kind of why I just have a bunch of the clothes that I just don't really wear anymore. But I know that I like to make things from old clothes that I have, so I always save the material so that I can kind of use for later projects. And I really like doing that. I actually do that quite often with my projects. I very rarely will go fabric shopping. I like to thrift and pull random things. Sometimes I even find just bolts of fabric at the thrift store. But in this case, I want to kind of renovate my wardrobe, but it's a fun way to do it because it kind of gears your design. You can kind of go into it not knowing what you're going to do at all, just kind of like what I do. And there's almost a prompt that you don't even realize, because there's really only so much it's not a complete blank canvas. So it's kind of fun to kind of work with what you have and just kind of see what comes out of it. So yeah, at this point, I am thinking I'm doing a quilt sort of situation. I'm gonna make this sort of a quilt situation. Now, I'm speaking now because I kind of know how it turns out, and I'm just gonna say that I don't know that I would call it that, but I mean, everything I always say it's going to be at the beginning is never at all even close to what it's going to be. I will say, though, I did stick with the hoodie plan, which I'm surprised. I was on a walk the other day, and I was wearing a really hot, hoodie. It was, really heavy, and I was, a mile away from my house, and, I didn't even have, anything on underneath it, so I couldn't even take it off, and I was, nearly having a heat stroke, but I'm like, oh, I love my hoodie, and I'm like, why do I do this? So today I was like, you know what, these are some nice thin fabrics, and it would make the perfect summer hoodies. I'll survive. It'd be a terrible winter hoodie, so that was perfect. So we get the style without the suffering, as it should be. Little hack for nailing the sizing is kind of use an existing garment as a reference that you like the fit of. So right here, I'm just kind of using my own hoodie just to get the reference for the center part. I pretty much knew the sleeves were correct because I used the cut from the existing jacket. If you think about it, the pockets on hoodies aren't even that great of a design. I'll be carrying my phone. It's not exactly a great part for a pocket, nor do you ever really use the hood. I mean, if you think about it, hoodies are not very practical in the sense that, I don't know. I guess I do use the pocket, so that's a lie. I do use the hood. Okay, I take it all back. It's great. It's the best design thing ever. I'm making the back of it here with this white fabric. Now, when I was doing this, I was thinking that I was going to do some graphic design work on Photoshop and iron it on the back, but you'll see later in the video that I kind of went a different little direction. Whether it was better, I don't know, but I had fun with it. So yeah. So I just sewed the hood together. I'm trying to give an up close of the seam action. I don't know why my camera is so fuzzy. You can't exactly see the seam details, but I did do a double seam. Yeah, so that came out good. Then now we're working on the front. I also used the little diamond accent for the little shoulder area. I like how that matches the front pocket. So it tied it together nicely. Because I didn't want quite the vibe of, remember those like t-shirts that had like the designed front pocket? I didn't really want to do that. Like I didn't want that to be the only part that the diamond fabric was. I just thought it would just kind of look like slapped on there. So I had to tie it in somehow by using that, and I think it did a nice job because I kind of knew when I was doing this and I picked colors that were kind of so like vibrant and different from each other. My least favorite color in the world is turquoise, so the fact that I'm even using it is a joke. But it's exactly why I have the jacket in the first place. I didn't really wear it because it was turquoise, so I figured maybe if I just make something else out of it, maybe I could like the color, and I'm kind of liking it. The color's growing on me. It's still not going to be a color I like, but I like it in this sense. Yeah. So anyway, what I was saying is I didn't want it to look color blocked. I'm kind of done with that. I feel like that was a trend, and I'm over it. Maybe it was never a trend. I mean, it was a trend, but like maybe it was never a come and go thing. It's just like, you know, a way of making something. But I don't know. I like a little bit more integration, let's just say. So it still looks color blocked. So if I were to ding my design in any way, it would be that I went a little color blocky with it. But I tried to like make it tastefully color blocked, not just, blocked. What am I trying to say? Oh gosh. So yeah, I'm demonstrating the sleeve here, and of course I had to add a little dance in it. I mean, could you even see the sleeve if I didn't do a dance with it? I don't know. And wow, did you see that transition? On to the next slide. That was smooth there. I mean, gotta give myself major props for coming up with that. What am I working on here? Oh yeah, so for the waistband cuff, I've seen examples of sweatshirts that have like a 3-inch cuff on it, and I always think that looked like really cool. I have like one sweatshirt that has like a thicker cuff, and it's a really nice look. So I took the cuffs from both of the jackets and I combined them together to make that thicker cuff look. And I sewed them inside out, kind of meshed it together. So it's like a whole cylinder, and there's like no raw edges. They're all internal. Some fast action of me sewing it together. Yeah, so I did that. Well, here's the little body of it. Looks really weird without the sleeves on it. Imagine if I ended it there. Imagine if I was just like done, video, the complete project over. I also gotta love that I give myself a thumbs up after every single time I model it. It's like, you walk to the end of the runway, I just be like, alright, what else I got going on here? Just continually sewing it together. I worked in with stages, so I could give myself a little like check mark. So like hoodie done, front done, pocket done, sleeves done, waistband done. And then I was really feeling very methodical about this. I mean, I'm kind of surprised because compared to projects where I've put a lot of like background thinking into it, this worked more smoothly than any of those combined, which got me thinking, why do I even bother to do that with my other projects? Like my graduation dress, I spent over a week coming up with it, and then I did not even remotely do what I was planning on doing. Like it was going to be a romper and then ended up just being a dress. And yeah, it was kind of funny. I was going to post a video. Maybe I will. I have it in like the workings, but it was so chaotic that I think I won't. I don't know. Maybe I'll make it like, I'll finally do a short like everyone is wanting me to do. It'll be a nice short little video because there's not really much to add. I spent the entire time making the skirt that I never used, and I had the whole romper, everything filmed, and then I just cut it all off and made a skirt bottom. It came out good, but I just didn't really record any of the process because it went so bad. But yeah, the end product. That's all I gotta say. So anyways, back to what I was doing here. Well, that was a massive tangent, but right now I am sewing the hoodie onto the jacket because would it even be a hoodie if I didn't add the hood? I mean, you tell me. So the most important part, all putting it together, and what I'm trying to show here with what I pinned, me reinforcing it to just make the neckline stronger. So yeah, hoodie done. Yeah. So about that back design, I was like too impatient to then order the iron-on sheets. Like, as you know from my earlier video, your girl doesn't have an iron. I don't know, I'm just gonna see how long I can go without one until I need one. But yeah, so what more appropriate for Mo Flies than to have wings on the back of it? Yay! So the wing is resembling the one that I put in my logo. So yeah, I'm using the drawstring opening from the white hoodie to encase it, to give it a nice little clean edge. Also, as I'm doing this, I kind of realized, I don't know why, but it reminded me, like, I don't even really play video games, but it's like making me think of some sort of character that I've like seen. I swear, there's got to be like this like turquoise and white dragony thing. Like, I want to say Pokemon, but like, I'm probably so wrong. I don't know why I'm thinking of that, but it's giving me like extreme like video game cartoon character vibes. So I cool. I guess that's what I did. I was totally going for that. Either way, I like it, and it's got a fun playfulness to it, so I'm all for it. I almost consider just going all out and then be like, oh, we'll just make this into an entire animal. But nah, I think the wings are good. We'll keep it there. And I purposely curved the wing encasing a little bit so it would look like it was like revealing the spine. I take an opportunity to put the spine in there whenever I get the chance. I don't know what it is. I just really think it looks cool to have the wings and the spine look. So yeah, it's kind of like it's like pulling away and giving a little X-ray action. Yeah, I like to mesh anatomical elements into my design quite often. So it's kind of just a little example of that. And then the glitter kind of ties in the rhinestones of the white material. So it all goes together quite, nicely, I think. And then I have a little branding opportunity on the sleeve here to add just complete the look. And voila, there we go. That's the jacket. I don't know why I included me cleaning up, but I thought it's kind of satisfying at the end of a project to just throw all the scraps away and done. Check. On to the next one. Yay. Just holding it up there because I had just finished painting it. So I think now I should do a little try-on action. Runway time! Hooray!